Today, it's all about revisiting one of our favorite things to do, and that is to make flatbread pizzas on the Blackstone. If you never made pizzas on the Blackstone, you're really missing out. Well, flatbread pizzas are really, really easy. Just go out and get your package of naan bread. Let me show you. It's just really flat bread, see? Just like it says. So you need some naan bread. I like using the naan. You can go out and get the flatbreads or whatever you want, but I love using this naan bread. Makes great for personal pan pizzas or personal size pizzas. I tell you, it's a family favorite around here. It really is. And the good thing about doing pizzas is you customize it. Just like when you call in a pizza, you order all the stuff you want. Well, you can make it like you want it. That's the great thing about doing it at home. You can add a lot of toppings on if you want a lot of toppings, a lot of cheese, little sauce, however you like it, because there's a million different ways to eat pizza, but you only like your way. And I get it. I'm the same way. But we got to get to cooking. So go on and fire up that Blackstone and get that thing heating up. Because honestly, with this, there really ain't no prep other than, we got to get some sauce heated up. And I love this little thing. You've seen much on here before. We're just going to pour some right in here. We want the hot sauce on there. Well, it's not really hot sauce. We want the sauce to be hot. Let's take it over to the griddle and get it going. Come on. And if you haven't seen this contraption before, I tell you what, it is perfect for heating up sauces, making garlic butter, just all kinds of things. It's got a special place to hold it. Check this out. I mean, you can just set the thing straight on the griddle like this, but you don't have to because there's a holder right here for it. So let's just put it in its place right there. So see, you got a place for it to hold. It won't get in your way. You still can cook over here. Now that sauce is heating up, guess what? I see it out wide smoke. It's time to get some groceries up on this griddle. Let's heat up some of this Italian sausage. I got the mild, get the hot, get the whatever sweet, whatever kind you like. I'm just going with this. That's kind of what most of the family likes. We got some in there that don't even like it. Weird, I know. I'm going to get it open here in a minute. And plop it down. Now, I highly recommend removing this paper. I mean, I know you're supposed to get your daily fiber, but I don't recommend this fiber. You just come in here now and we'll just chop this up. Ooh, I love the smell of Italian sausage on the griddle. Now, spread this out now and just let it cook a little bit. Just a little bit. And just every now and then come in here, give it a mix and a chop. Keep things cooking. And while we're in here, let's stir up our sauce a little bit. All right, she's starting to warm up. And just like that, this sausage is done. Look how beautiful this sausage has turned out. So we're just going to take it, just move it way over here to the side. It'll stay warm right there. Kind of clean all this up. Because now, you gotta butter your bread. So we're gonna throw down a good bit right here. Because you want it nice and buttery and toasty. I guess that'll do right there. Can you have too much butter? I don't think so. But what we're going to do now is we got to season that butter. Now you can use garlic butter if you want to, but I'm going to use this essential blend because I think that's going to make that pizza just taste that much better. Basically, we're seasoning the crust is what we're doing. Speaking of crust, let's get some out. Now what I'm going to do is, if you notice on these flatbreads, you have like one rough side, one flat side. The flat side is going to be the bottom of my pizza, so I'm going to lay down the rough side first, like that. Just kind of give it a little toast, warm it up, just get it going. Get my spatulas out the way here. Let's get this fourth one on here. There we go. We're going to have 4 pizzas. Yeah, 4. Now you want to grab up some pepperonis and let's get them to cooking. Because, we could lay these on here raw if you wanted to. That'd be fine. Put them on the pizza raw, not lay them on here raw. Of course, we're laying them on here raw. But I think toasted up pepperonis, man, it just takes them to another level. So we're just going to lay them down this edge right here. And kind of cook them up some. Get them going. Get them tasty. Get them good. And I have no clue how many I'm going to need total. I'm just going to put a bunch down because it's kind of like butter and cheese. Can you have too many pepperonis on a pizza? I don't think so. So I'm just going to cook up a whole bunch. But this is definitely the great beginnings of some pizzas. I mean, look at this sauce back here getting all nice and warm and hot. Got these pepperonis up here toasting up. Got this bread toasting and getting nice and warm. This Italian sausage over here. You can just tell it's ready to go. Yes, sir. Now I say it's time to flip these things and maybe start building them. Nice little toast on there. As you can see, I mean, they're already stone fired, so they're already cooked. We just want to toast them up a little bit. Give them a little crunch to them. Just, you know, you don't want cold bread. Who wants cold crust? I mean, don't get me wrong, cold pizza is good, but we don't want cold pizza right now. Let's sauce these things up. Now, kind of like a bacon question. A lot of sauce, a little sauce. What kind of sauce do you like? There's all kind of ways to go about this with the pizzas. Some people like a lot of sauce, some don't. I like mine, I guess, kind of medium, somewhere in the middle there, like these. There we go. They are now sauced. Now you want to grab up that mozzarella cheese. Now, again, whatever kind of cheese you like. I love mozzarella cheese on a pizza. Love it. Can't get enough of it. Do I use other cheeses sometimes? Yes. But mozzarella is 100% my go-to. As you can see, I like a lot of cheese. To me, that's kind of what makes the pizza, is a lot of cheese. Okay, I think that will do right there. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. So now what? Well, some of the kids only want pepperoni, so we'll just put pepperoni on some of them. Now, I had to get my tongs. And these work. Let's use them. So we'll take these pepperonis back here that are toasted up, and we're going to load them up with the pepperoni. Yeah, I might need more pepperoni. Or go sparingly on the rest of them. That's okay. Like I said, we have more pepperoni. I might have to cook some more. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's change up things here a little bit. We'll do 3 with the pepperoni. It's kind of light on that for that one. Now, here's where we're going to change things up. We're going to take some of this Italian sausage and just sprinkle on this one. Make this one pepperoni and sausage. I think that'll work like that. And then we'll make this one just sausage. Have a sausage pizza. I'd be okay with that, so. A little more sausage maybe on this one. We got plenty of sausage left. So now, one more thing I want to add. Well, 2 more things, a couple more things. I got some Italian seasoning right here. So we're going to sprinkle some Italian seasoning on all this because we got to make it flavorful. More flavorful than what you could get at the store or a Pizza Hut, pizza wherever. Speaking of that, where's your favorite pizza place? Let me know down below. I'd like to know. Hot pepper flakes, red pepper chips. I'm going to sprinkle some of those on these 2 with that sausage. And so now you want to melt that cheese down. If you got a really big dome, you can use it. If your Blackstone has a lid like this, use it. Put a little water down here. You want that steam to melt this cheese, and that's what you want. You want a good cheesy pizza. Well, y'all, it's only been about a minute or so. Let's pop this top and see what we're looking like. Oh yeah, loving that. Loving that. Look how beautiful these have turned out right here. Yes, sir. I say we take them up, cut them up, and eat them up. So that means you need a cutting board. You need a big old cutting board. So let's put them on here. I don't know if all of them are going to fit on here. And they're not. That's okay. That's okay, because guess what? We have another cutting board. Let's go over here and check them out. Come on. Before I do anything else to them, I just want to let you get a close look at these. I mean, look how beautiful they have turned out. And I know you're probably asking, what about the bottoms? Well, let's look. I haven't even looked yet. Look at that. Perfect. Let's look at this one. You see it's holding its shape? Nice little toast under there. Yes, sir. I say we dig into one and try it out. Pretty good looking pizzas, ain't they? We'll break out this pizza cutter, and I think I'm going to try this one here. Go ahead and cut it. And then cut it again. And then cut this one again. There we go. And I'm going to try this piece right here with that pepperoni hanging off. Toppings falling everywhere. That means it's good. And I don't know if you could hear that crunch. My crust got a little crunch to it. That's good, though. That ain't that as good. What would I like on mine? Mushrooms, bell peppers, all kinds of stuff, olives. But I made this for the family, something kind of everybody can enjoy. That's the great thing, like I said earlier about the pizzas. Make it your own. Let me know down below what you like on your pizza and what you put on your pizzas. But with that, I got to take these inside, feed the family. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down twice. Let me know for sure you did not like this video. But if you did like it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button while you're here. Share this video out, let everybody know, and we'll see you next time.